Welcome to Last Generation Audio Magazine, your source for Bible-centered truth in a turbulent world. Here we share compelling articles that reveal God's love, expose deception, and prepare people for the soon return of Jesus. You are listening to Volume 36, Issue 1.
Wheat and weeds. Both grow, but only one is welcomed into the barn, by Samson Fidimaye. I've grown my own food since I returned to Nigeria from the U.S. in 2021. Tomatoes, peppers, corn, cucumbers, cassava. The experience has been grounding, but more than feeding me, it has taught me. One thing I've noticed is that everything grows. Crops grow, weeds grow. That alone is enough to challenge a certain mindset we carry, the idea that growth is always good. But look at your garden, and you'll find it isn't true. Both wheat and weeds stretch toward the sun. Both push through the soil. In fact, weeds seem to grow faster, thicker, wilder, with less care. Now, I don't grow literal wheat, but like Jesus, I borrow the imagery, because when he told the parable of the wheat and the tares, he was making a point about growth and identity, not just agriculture. Let both grow together until the harvest, he said, and at that time I will tell the harvesters, first collect the weeds and tie them in bundles to be burned, then gather the wheat and bring it into my barn. Matthew 13:30. Both grow, but only one is welcomed into the barn. Yet not all that grows nourishes. Weeds may flourish, but they cannot feed you. Good crops, on the other hand, though slower and more delicate, are filled with the nourishment that sustains life. I've come to realize that my calling as a Christian is not to outpace others in worldly growth, but to grow in a way that pleases the gardener. That kind of growth sometimes looks slow. It may even appear invisible. While others chase titles, wealth, or applause, I am called to patience, to surrender, to unseen roots and hidden obedience. In gardening, food crops often require careful attention. Tomatoes, for instance, need pruning, removing the small shoots that steal energy from the fruit. Without it, the plant grows plenty of leaves, but little that can actually feed you. Weeds don't need that care. They grow wild, unchecked, and still seem to flourish. But that's the difference. One is cultivated for nourishment, the other just spreads. It's tempting to compare. Look how far ahead they are. Look how much they've built. But when I look more closely, I remember that weeds also grow fast. What sets them apart is what they become. The real question isn't just are you growing, it's what are you growing into? Sometimes spiritual growth requires letting go of certain worldly ambitions. Not because success is evil, but because some dreams demand we uproot our faith to reach them. Others may not blink at those compromises, but for those who love God with all their hearts, the trade-off is too costly. We walk away. Not because we are weak, but because we want to be nourished, not just noticed. So grow. Not as the world urges you to grow, but as the gardener invites you to. Grow downward in humility. Grow inward in devotion. Grow upward in faith. Let the Spirit till your heart and reign upon your soul. Let the Word feed your roots. And even if your growth is slow, know this. Wheat is worth the wait. One day soon the sickle will swing, and when the harvest comes, may we be found among the grain that nourished the world and pleased the heart of God. Samson Fidimaye has served as a writer, missionary, and media editor for Last Generation magazine. He recently completed The Main Character, a Christian nonfiction manuscript, and shares spiritual insights through Advent Family Missions Nigeria, Africa. Find his ministry on Facebook.
Thank you for listening to Last Generation Audio Magazine. For more of our timely and biblical resources, including our print and digital editions, visit our website at lastgen.net and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.